Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi, le 25 avril. Yesterday, you had a flip video to complete. If you've not yet done it, you need to do it now. Et aujourd'hui, il y a une discussion avec Aujourd'hui dans l'histoire et un listening quiz sur le week-end. Donc, aujourd'hui, c'est jeudi le 25 avril. En 1792, la guillotine était utilisée pour la première fois. La guillotine, I think most of us are familiar with because it's the same word in English. Était utilisée was used pour la première fois, the first time. La guillotine était utilisée pour la dernière fois, the last time, en 1977. Are you surprised by how late that date is? I was when I first learned it. That seems too recent for it to have been a guillotine to have still been in use. But the last time, la dernière fois, en 1977. L'objet était inventé par Tobias Schmidt et popularisé par Joseph Guillotin. Guillotin a dit « Avec ma machine, je vous fais sauter la tête en un clin d'œil. Et vous ne souffrez point. » Donc, inventé par Tobias Schmidt. So this was the inventor. Popularisé par Joseph Guillotin, who was the person, I'm not quite sure what his job or his place was in the... Okay, scratch that. As soon as I heard myself say that I wasn't sure who he was, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and look that up because, wrong slide, because I should know who he was and I should be able to tell you that. And of course, it's very easy to look that kind of stuff up. Joseph Guillotin était médecin. He was a doctor. And actually, he opposed capital punishment, opposed the execution of people for their crimes, because prior to this, it was not a very humane method of killing people. Now, the irony is that this became very inhumane after a while too. Once the guillotine was used many, many times during the French Revolution, toward the end, I mean, this is gross, but it's true. It became very dull, and so they had to try multiple times to cut certain people's heads off, and as you can imagine, that is pretty much the opposite of humane. So, like I said, the irony here is that Joseph Guillotin, not invented, but he talked up and kind of, that's what I'm looking for, tried to popularize the use of the guillotine because he felt it was humane. In fact, that's what he's saying here. Avec ma machine, je vous fais sauter la tête. I'll cut off your head. En un clin d'œil. Un clin d'œil. The reason I did this earlier when I said this is because that means a blink of an eye. I guess it's more like this. Un clin d'œil. There we go. Et vous ne souffrez point. Point can be replaced by pas here. Vous ne souffrez pas. You don't suffer. You don't suffer. This Modern Marvels episode, or a quick video, I don't think it's an entire episode, it's just a clip, talks in English about the use of the guillotine and how it became popular during the French Revolution, and as you can tell, was still used as a method of execution for centuries to come. Which again, I know it's not a nice thing to think about, but it is part of history. Donc voilà, aujourd'hui, la guillotine était utilisée pour la première fois. So that is what is important about today's date. One thing that's important about today's date. So in what year was the guillotine last used? I just went through that, so that should be pretty easy to answer. And then in Guillotin's quote, you see the words, vous ne souffrez point. Like I told you a few minutes ago, point is the same as pas, so it's just a negative sentence. So what do you think that souffre means? You don't even need to use context or your own logic because I just said it, and you are watching this video, so you're doing the right thing, and hopefully this will be easier for you than it will be for people who don't watch this video. Okay, donc voilà. when was it last used, and what do you think souffler means? Okay. Last thing, dernière chose aujourd'hui, l'antéro. So yesterday you were supposed to have read through this and completed the Google form that went along with it that answered some questions. Now I've put together a summary, a résumé about le weekend, Julien. I read through this yesterday, so what you need to do now is just once again make sure you understand everything here. If you did the Google form with the video yesterday, then this should be very familiar to you. When you go to this quiz link, it's going to be very similar to previous ones that we've had. Once again, here's the weekend video that you used to fill out those questions in the Google form yesterday. And then here is the write and discuss that I just showed you, the summary, le résumé. And then here are your quiz questions. So just go through and answer those. Et c'est tout. That is it. That's all you need to complete for today. Like I said, if you did not complete your flip video yesterday, désolé, I keep going back to the wrong slideshow. If you did not complete your flip video yesterday, you can certainly complete it today. That would be a good day for it. Otherwise, you are all set for aujourd'hui. Au revoir tout le monde.